Welcome, friends. We're gonna do some canning today, ladies, in the old wire bale jars. We got a few of them out here. Some of the old ball ideals, the glass lids, and the wire bales. I know yins have been after me to make another video for a while, and well, I've been busy. Got a new grandbaby, married couple, now the kids off, all kinds of things going on. So, get your balls out, girls. Get your rubbers ready. We're going to can up some leftover chili. Shazam! We are going to use the Viceroy. These are number 12s. Is that what I said? These are about a 12. Size 12 rubber gasket here. You can find several different brands, but it's about a 12-ish. They make new ones, but I like to test the limits of the. These were 2 for 39 cents. So they were not purchased in this century. Just like I like it. Oh. So I'm wiping these rims. I will tell you, I prefer to keep these rubbers dry and leave lots of headspace for these jars. You don't want these to boil up and onto the rubbers. You want the rubber to stay dry as far as no greasy contents from the jar on there. So we've got our contents in there. Some people would add a little lemon juice to this. I guess we will for good measure. I'm not the measuring type.
Never has been.
Wipe your ring. Add your lid. Now, we are not sterilizing these lids and jars first. They're clean, but we're not going to sterilize them because we're going to run them through a pressure canner for 90 minutes because this chili has meat in it. So any bacteria that's inside this jar is going to be killed from the high heat and pressure of the process. The seal on these jars actually takes place on the rubber ring on the rim. So we have ran our chili at 90 minutes. Processing time, 10 psi for our elevation. And these are ready to come out of the canner. We're gonna take them out, let them set, just like we would any other canning jars, anything else we had canned. And then we'll check these in the morning to or tomorrow, make sure they sealed. I'll show you how to do that. It's really not that much different from any other. Basically, if you can pick it up, you take the wire bill off. If you can pick it up by the lid, you're good. So I love the ideal balls. And then these were my if your canner isn't full, it'll hold pressure and hold steadier if you fill it up. So a lot of times I will add jars of water and just to even the canner out. But also, don't you make fun of me for can of water if you buy bottled water. I never buy bottled water because I always have canned water, because a jar with water in it takes up the same amount of space as a jar that's empty. So put some water in your jars. All right, I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, so it's the next day, and our jars of our chili that we did have sat overnight, about 24 hours. And it's going to be the moment of truth for those. We're going to check them and see if they seal, just show you how to do that. But first I wanted to show you some other jars, similar. People are always concerned about how long will these hold a seal. And I'll just tell you a little bit of my story. Was in 2020, I just went on eBay and bought a bunch of old canning supplies and figured out how to use them. And so some of these have held since then. So this is a jar of chicken broth that I did using an old, one of the Ball Ideals. And I did this in 2020. And the seal is still good because I can still pick this up by the lid, no problem. But I am going to put this out at the front of the rotation because I've used lots of other chicken broth since then. So that's going to go out to use soon. This is a little jar of our Thanksgiving turkey from 2020. And so that's still a good one. That's going out to use. Yes, I think that anytime you can meat, it looks like a science experiment. So if you think you didn't do it right, if it looks like you hacked something up and put it in a jar, you probably did it right. This is a Weck jar. I don't want to jinx myself by saying this, but I have never once had a failed seal on a Weck jar. Please don't let that come back to bite me. I have no connections with Weck. I have no, they don't sponsor me or anything, but never failed a seal. And I think they're so cute with the little strawberry. I don't know if you can see it, but their jars are so cute. They're European sizes, so it measures in like milliliters. These are the small ones. This is just some little cinnamon apples snack thing that I did just a couple weeks ago. Okay, moment of truth for these old jars. So this is probably not the oldest, but right, it's one of the two oldest. So this is the old square Ball Ideal. And we used number 12 lids. If you ever have an issue with maybe your sometimes you'll put a rubber on here, and this is Carl. Hi, Carl. Sometimes you'll put the rubber on there and it'll still be kind of loose fitting. You can actually put two rubbers on there if you need to make the wire bail fit right and hold the lid tight, and that will pull seal. So to check if it's sealed, I like to hold it down, pop the wire bail. I may have actually just knocked that seal loose when I let it snap. We'll see. Okay, so we have a seal. We have a winner, kids. So that's a jar from way back. I should have looked these up, but that's easily 1940s or sooner. So still works. Here's one. All right. Here's the other jar that's same age-ish. This one, it's a Foster Seal Fast. So heavy old jar. The wire bail is actually held on with a wire, so it's not even indented into the glass. The wire bail pieces aren't. They're just like put on and tightened on. So we'll see if we got a seal. We got a seal. That jar is honestly probably 1920s, 30s. I'm gonna have to look these up. Correct, if you know precisely, let us know in the comments. So that's cool. All right, the trusty ball ideal. Another good one. These were processed at 90 minutes because we had meat and beans and peppers and carrots and onions and lots of things that a lot of people will argue that you shouldn't can. If 90 minutes in a pressure canner at 10 psi doesn't kill it, you probably shouldn't eat it anyway. So I've been doing this for years and we're good. So nobody's, knock on wood, we're good. All right, so another ball ideal. I love these old jars, man. Sometimes you just can't improve on the best. You know, and you can use these over and over and over. Look at that. They still are, all these years later, they still are working and doing their job. Check it out. Can't get 100% seal rate with the new ball lids anymore, kids. All right. So there's our canned chili. All right, well, that's it for today. I'll try to be better about being more regular with videos. Please give us a thumbs up. Leave a word in the comments if you enjoyed the video, if you have any suggestions or questions, and I'll try to answer those. And subscribe. Thanks so much. Shazam!